Hey, it's good to have you back. We're about to read from Emily Bronte's wonderful collection of poems. Now, you might know her from Wuthering Heights. It's probably what she's best known for. Absolute classic. But her poems are outstanding. And that's what we'll read this evening. And since she was fond of cold, gray, blustery days, just imagine that the weather outside is cold. You can hear the wind, but you're inside sitting by a fire, and we're just reading some poetry. So let's get started. Fall leaves fall. Fall leaves fall. Die flowers away. Lengthen night and shorten day. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. I shall smile when wreaths of snow blossom where the rose should grow. I shall sing when night's decay ushers in a drearier day. Ah, why? Because the dazzling sun. Ah, why? Because the dazzling sun restored my earth to joy. Have you departed every one and left a desert sky? All through the night, your glorious eyes were gazing down in mine, and with a full heart's thankful sighs, I blessed that watch divine. I was at peace and drank your beams as they were life to me, and reveled in my changeful dreams like petrel on the sea. Thought followed thought, star followed star, through boundless regions on, while one sweet influence, near and far, thrilled through and proved us one. Why did the morning rise to break so great, so pure a spell, and scorch with fire the tranquil cheek where your cool radiance fell? Blood red he rose, an arrow straight, his fierce beams struck my brow. The soul of nature sprang elate, but mine sank sad and low. My lids closed down, yet through their veil I saw him blazing still, and bathe in gold the misery dale, and flash upon the hill. I turned me to the pillow then, to call back night and see your worlds of solemn light again throb with my heart and me. It would not do. The pillow glowed, and glowed both roof and floor, and birds sang loudly in the wood, and fresh winds shook the door. The curtains waved, the wakened flies were murmuring round my room, imprisoned there till I should rise and give them leave to roam. O stars and dreams and gentle night, O night and stars return, and hide me from the hostile light that does not warm but burn, that drains the blood of suffering men, drinks tears instead of dew. Let me sleep through his binding rain and only wake with you. I am the only being whose doom. I am the only being whose doom no tongue would ask, no eye would mourn. I never caused a thought of gloom, a smile of joy since I was born. In secret pleasure, secret tears, This changeful life has slipped away as friendless after 18 years, as lone as on my natal day. There have been times I cannot hide. There have been times when this was drear, when my sad soul forgot its pride and longed for one to love me here. But those were in the early glow of feelings since subdued by care, and they have died so long ago, I hardly now believe they were. First melted off the hope of youth, then fancy's rainbow fast withdrew, and then experience told me truth in mortal bosoms never grew. 'Twas grief enough to think mankind all hollow, servile, insincere, but worse to trust to my own mind and find the same corruption there. Long neglect has worn away. Long neglect has worn away half the sweet enchanting smile. Time has turned the bloom to gray, mold and damp the face defile. But that lock of silky hair, still beneath the picture twined, tells what once whose features were, paints their image on the mind. Fair the hand that traced that line, dearest, ever deem me true. Swiftly flew the fingers fine when the pen that motto drew. Remembrance. Cold in the earth and the deep snow piled above thee, far, far removed, cold in the dreary grave. Have I forgot, my only love, to love thee, severed at last by time's all-severing wave? Now, when alone, do my thoughts no longer hover over the mountains on the northern shore, resting their wings where heath and fern leaves cover thy noble heart forever, evermore. Cold in the earth, and 15 wild Decembers from those brown hills have melted into spring. Faithful indeed is the spirit that remembers after such years of change and suffering. Sweet love of youth, forgive if I forget thee, while the world's ride is bearing me along. Other desires and other hopes beset me, hopes which obscure but cannot do thee wrong. No later light has lightened up my heaven, no second morn has ever shone for me. All my life's bliss from thy dear life was given. All thy life's bliss is in the grave with thee. But when the days of golden dreams had perished, and even despair was powerless to destroy, then did I learn how existence could be cherished, strengthened, and fed without the aid of joy. Then did I check the tears of useless passion, weaned my young soul from yearning after thine, sternly denied its burning wish to hasten down to that tomb already more than mine. And even yet I dare not let it languish, dare not indulge in memory's rapturous pain, once drinking deep of that divinest anguish. How could I seek the empty world again? The night is darkening round me. The night is darkening round me. The wild winds coldly blow, but a tyrant's spell has bound me, and I cannot go. The giant trees are bending, their bare boughs weighed with snow. The storm is fast descending, and yet I cannot go. Clouds beyond clouds above me, wastes beyond wastes below, but nothing drear can move me, I will not, cannot go. Love and friendship. Love is like the wild rose briar. Friendship like the holly tree. The holly is dark when the rose briar blooms, but which will bloom most constantly? The wild rose briar is sweet in spring, in summer blossoms scent the air. Yet wait till winter comes again, and who will call the wild briar fair? Then scorn the silly rose wreath now, and deck thee with the holly's sheen, that when December blights thy brow, he still may leave thy garland green. No coward soul is mine. No coward soul is mine. No trembler in the world's storm-troubled sphere. I see heaven's glories shine, and faith shines equal, arming me from fear. O God, within my breast, almighty, ever-present deity, life that in me hast rest, as I, undying life, have power in thee. Vain are the thousand creeds that move men's hearts, unutterably vain, worthless as withered weeds, or idlest froth amid the boundless main. To waken doubt in one, holding so fast by thy infinity, so surely anchored on the steadfast rock of immortality. With wide embracing love, thy spirit animates eternal years, pervades and broods above, changes, sustains, dissolves, creates, and rears. Though earth and moon were gone, and suns and universes ceased to be, and thou wert left alone, every existence would exist in thee. There is not room for death, nor atom that his might could render void, since thou art being and breath, and what thou art may never be destroyed. Stanzas. I'll not weep that thou art going to leave me. There's nothing lovely here. And doubly will the dark world grieve me, while thy heart suffers there. I'll not weep, because the summer's glory must always end in gloom, and follow out the happiest story, it closes with a tomb. And I am weary of the anguish increasing winters bear, weary to watch the spirit languish through the years of dead despair. So if a tear, when thou art dying, should haply fall from me, it is but that my soul is sighing to go and rest with thee. The Two Children. Heavy hangs the raindrop from the burdened spray. Heavy broods the damp mist on uplands far away. Heavy looms the dull sky, heavy rolls the sea, and heavy beats the young heart beneath that lonely tree. Never has a blue streak cleft the clouds since morn, nor has his grim fate smiled since he was born. Frowning on the infant, shadowing childhood's joy, guardian angel knows not that melancholy boy. Day is passing swiftly, its sad and somber prime. Youth is fast invading sterner manhood's time. All the flowers are praying for sun before they close, and he prays too, unknowing that sunless human rose. Blossoms that the west wind has never wooed to blow Scentless are your petals, your dew as cold as snow. Soul where kindred kindness no early promise woke, barren in your beauty as weed upon the rock. Whither, brothers, whither, you were vainly given. Earth reserves no blessing for the unblessed of heaven. Child of delight, with sun-bright hair and sea-blue, sea-deep eyes, spirit of bliss, what brings thee here beneath these sullen skies? Thou shouldest live in eternal spring, where endless day is never dim. Why, seraph, has thy erring wing borne thee down to weep with him? Ah, not from heaven am I descended, and I do not come to mingle tears, but sweet as day, though with shadows blended, and though clouded, sweet are youthful years. I, the image of light and gladness, saw and pitied that mournful boy, and I swore to take his gloomy sadness and give him my beamy joy. Heavy and dark the night is closing, heavy and dark may its biding be. Better for all times from grief reposing, and better for all who watch like me. Guardian angel, he lacks no longer. Evil fortune he need not fear. Fate is strong, but love is stronger, and more unsleeping than angels' care. From Silent is the House. Come, the wind may never again blow as now it blows for us, and the stars may never again shine as now they shine. Long before October returns, seas of blood will have parted us, and you must crush the love in your heart, and I the love in mine.